People, welcome. I'm Carol J. I'm pushing them out today. I have another video, and this video is called, What Are You Willing to Fight For? And we're going to get into it. Okay, here we go. All right, guys, this picture here, Carol J here. And this picture is, what are you willing to fight for? And as you can see at the top of this picture, I have just all of the wonderful things that, that we share in this life, with our family, with our friends, just out and about, out in society, out in the world. Our freedoms. Look at the freedoms. We can go to the beach whenever we want to. We can invite friends whenever we want to. We can hang out with our friends whenever we want to. It looks to be a lot of leisure time, leisure time where we have time to relax and, hang out and have fun and smile and laugh, look at the baby, look at the family at the top. These are the things that are important, to you or to us, our family, the ones that we love. These are the things that are important to us. So, when you think about what the state of the world can be or is our directed to be in the future, what are you willing to fight for? Are you willing to come together, band together, open your mind, gain awareness, gather some critical thinking to the idea of what if maybe, what if, this is true? What does it hurt for me to get some answers, to ask some questions? And you would know at the time when you start asking questions based on the answers or the responses you get, whether they be verbal or physical, that you get, you'll know what actually is there, if there's some truth to anything. Because when there's nothing going on, when everything's on the up and up, if somebody asks a question, it's like a simple answer. But if you're asking questions and you can't get a solid answer, a simple answer, then this is when you start really thinking critically, like, well, hey, wait a minute. There may be some truth to the suspicions, you know what I mean? The truths that's going to change the life that you once knew and loved. These truths are going to set you up in a life that's something that your mind could not even fathom. You know what I mean? These truths that is imminent, that for this country, for the people, for us, for your loved ones, is gonna flip your world upside down. So why not get the truths now? Don't wait to get the truths after the fact, because like I said before, there's going to be no energy. There's going to be very little power in trying to get truth when the shit has hit the fan. Find out now. Come together now. Band together. Start gaining awareness. Stop thinking that everybody is in your corner, that everybody's going to do the right thing. We clearly know that there's people in this world that refuse to do the right thing, that will not do the right thing. And unfortunately, these people are sitting in positions that are over you. And I don't know whether anybody know it or not, and you probably did, maybe you don't. But when they say we the people, how much power, how much of the we do you think is actually in the process of we the people? I mean, this is just a curious statement. And I want to tell you, but at the same time, I want you to go look it up. I want you to see that statement when it says we the people, how much actual input we the people actually have in regards to any decisions, any making of the laws, any making of policy. Look it up. This is where I want you to start getting aware, thinking critical. How much do we the people, how much input do we the people have in making any kind of law, any kind of policy or procedure? Look it up. And then that's going to let you know, where we the people stand as far as if something was to go down, if something was to happen. Because sitting back, allowing other people to tell you this, that, and the other without checking on it, without finding out the truth, without looking into it deeper, is going to allow us to, is going to set you up to be in a position for the bottom part of this image. Look at the bottom part of the image. For the top part of the image is light, it's airy, it's fun, it's what we all know. It's the life that we're all used to. Look at the bottom of this image. There's going to be a lot of people that's going to be hurt. Life was going to be harsh. Life is not going to be the same as we known it for some people most of their lives. It's going to be different. You know, if we don't band together and find out some stuff now, there's no telling what it can turn out to be. Because if somebody is willing, if the powers to be are willing to induce this country in a state of war, what else are they willing to do? That's diabolical. That's like no limits to what they're willing to do. So, you know, and then the idea of doing it and not even advising, you know, have you heard anything? Do you know? Do you know what's coming? You know, outside of me delivering these messages, do you know? Have you heard anything? Don't you want to ask any questions? Don't you want to ask some questions and do you have any questions? You know, what are you willing to fight for? What's going to make you stand up and say something ain't right? I don't know. Let's see what's going on. I mean, because let's face it. I mean, the government wasn't it wasn't all roses anyway with the government. I mean, look at taxes. The taxes are through the roof. As the population in the United States, we're triple taxed. You know, look at the violence. You know, the violence is there. You know, the police officers, people who are sworn to uphold the law and protect. Look at them. They're killing our citizens. You know, there's so much that's going on right now. This is like the icing on the cake, because there was a lot of issues within the system already, and this is just going to take it all the way over the top. This is going to push it. This is going to flip everything upside down, because if they were willing to do the other parts, you know, the taxes, look at the distractions that they put out, you know, the social media, the apps. Look at what social media is doing to our children. Look at what it's doing to just people in general. It's isolating people. It's separating people. It's secluding people. People have the illusion that they have all of these friends, when actuality they're just numbers on the screen. They're none of your subscribers, or that's not really people that you can actually call in the state of an emergency or anything that you need, you know. But as we come together now, we need to lean on each other. I mean, in real life, and 3D, we need to lean on each other. You know, not like a subscriber form. We need to lean on each other in real life. We need to start communicating with each other. No longer passing each other by in the street. No longer separating from people. Not speaking to people. We need to come together and we need to talk, because let's face it, everybody's going to be in this same boiling pot. And when the pot get hot, what are you going to do then? You know, your rights are on the line. You can come and go as you please right now. You know, you can travel anywhere that you want. Suppose that right is taken away. You know, there's so much. You know, I went into detail on previous videos about your rights and how you take these rights for granted right now. You know, and some of these rights are given to you by birth. And yet you have man, M-A-N, who presume that they have the power and the right to take your rights away, your God-given rights. Now, what makes man think that they can go against the rights that God given you? You know, but guess what? The proof is in the pudding. You know, it's evident that they don't care. It's evident that they think that they have the ultimate power. So I ask you again, according to this picture, what are you willing to fight for? The time is now to decide. There's no such thing as, well, I don't know. You know, what's valuable to you? Is your rights valuable to you? Is your liberties valuable to you? Is your happiness valuable to you? Is your family valuable to you? Do you want to raise your family in a war-ridden country? Or do you want to raise your family in a nice, beautiful country where your liberties are there, your rights are there, your freedoms are there, your voice is there, you can spread your voice anytime you want to? You know, These are the things that you need to decide right now, because the bottom part of this picture is an impeding reality. And until you become aware, I mean really, really aware, and start to conceptualize the idea that this could actually be happening, you know, you're going to be lost. You're going to be lost, and you're going to be devastated when the true reality of what's coming happens. If you don't do anything right now, if you turn a blind eye, if you choose to stay in the dark with the blindfold on, it's going to be a harsh realization when the facts become the reality in your face in the 3D. And I'm going to leave this video right here, because I think I got to the point about what are you willing to fight for. You know, I see so much to fight for. There's so much that we need to fight for, that we better fight for, because like I said, at the bottom, it's going to be the smoke. Who's going to see you fighting? Who's going to see you raising your voice? Who's going to hear you? You know what I mean? When the smoke is around, when the fires are going, when there's chaos in the city, when there's cries, when there's tears, when there's famine, who's going to hear you? Who's going to have a voice? Who's going to have the energy? Who's going to have the strength? And I'm going to leave this video here. And like I say all the time, we got to get over before we go under. Ochite, until the next video.